Does that still be the little belly flop right about here? I'm terrified of heights. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Devin O'Day, and it is New Stuff Tuesday. There's all sorts of stuff going on in our burg, but I got to tell you this weekend, if you are a streamer, like I am a streamer, first of all, you should have our app, Main Street Media Television, because all the shows that we do here, all very, very local to you. We like to tell your story, Middle Tennessee, and we have portals everywhere. We've got Facebook pages. We have got newspapers. And if you are in an area where we serve as a newspaper, you are missing out if you're not subscribing. So first of all, New Stuff Tuesday, get your subscriptions and download our media app, Main Street Media Television. That's first. Second, if you have Hulu, there is a movie called Australia. It just released on Hulu. Now it was put out during, I think, 2022, but it's Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman. And for Australians, which they are, to play leads in this movie, it probably was really incredible. It's a movie called Australia, and it is, I'm telling you, it has all the feels. If you have Hulu and you haven't seen it, check out that movie. I'm just telling you, it's just wonderful. If you like Man from Snowy River and all that kind of good stuff, you will love Australia. Nicole Kidman, Hugh Jackman did just about performances of their life. Can I give it any higher praise? Tell you what else is new. We've got the races coming. The race is coming at the Nashville Fairgrounds. The speedway at the fairgrounds is historic. There's so many things that have gone on there. We're going to find out a little bit about that on our Thursday show, because we're going to have an interview live from the fairgrounds, and we're going to tell you a little bit about the racetrack, about the history of the racetrack, and what's coming. But you can make note right now.
It's the biggest racing show of the year, Friday through Sunday, November 3rd through 5th at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. 6 fast-paced divisions of racing on the quarter mile Friday night, pole qualifying and 3 big feature events Saturday night, and the Curb Records Big Machine Vodka Spike Coolers All-American 400 on Sunday afternoon. Racing starts at 6:30 Friday, 5 o'clock Saturday, and 1 o'clock Sunday. Tickets available at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.racing or at the gate on race day. It's the 39th All-American 400 weekend, Friday through Sunday, November 3rd through 5th. Get your tickets now.
I was married for 7 to 8 years, but unfortunately, my partner at that time, he had a drug addiction, and I just wasn't happy. A lot of times, I would be the one footing all the bills, or money that he was supposed to have given to me wouldn't make it to me, and it seemed like as our time went on together, things got worse and it became more physical. He became enraged on a few of our incidents to where he was using his fist to punch me in the head, or if I had fallen down and tried to get back up, he would kick me back down and tell me that's where you need to stay. There was a time where he had strangled me, and there was one time I lost consciousness and I ended up having to go to a domestic violence shelter. I remember sitting on the side of the bed and asking myself, what are you going to do? I knew it was time for this to end, or I wasn't going to be around, or if I had even came out of it, I wasn't going to be that same person. It was like pieces, I could feel pieces of me dying and just slowly fading off. I remember saying this is, you can go to campus tomorrow and withdraw from school and figure out like where you're going to live and get yourself another job and just get out of this situation. Or you can continue with this track of finishing and getting your degree. I have been out of school for 22 years. And I just felt like I can't put this off anymore. And from that moment on, that's when I said, nothing is going to stop me. And so I got up the next day and I went to class. I've never been through a divorce, so I didn't know what to do, and someone had suggested that I call legal aid. Barbara Gunlarty was just there throughout this process with me, and I just felt so comfortable and I felt so empowered. And she walked me through, once he got out of the home, okay, do you need your locks changed? Is he able to get access to you? Do you have, your phone nearby? Make sure it's always charged. Make sure you have that order of protection. And whether I knew it or not, I needed her, and that's what they provided for me. If legal aid had not been available to me, it's a possibility that I had to stay in the marriage, because I wouldn't have had access to an attorney. I may have had to drop out of school, because then I would have had to work, not only to pay bills, but now to try to save money to pay an attorney. And so they provided services I don't ever think I can repay them for. I have been divorced 4 years now. After my undergraduate degree, I went and obtained my master's degree, and I am now working on my PhD. So Wonder Woman is still in me.
Domestic Violence Awareness Month is so important, and the stories are so varied, so varied. So we want to give you some hope out there. And sometimes you're just browsing Facebook and something rings true to you. If that rang true to you, I just want you to know that Legal Aid of Tennessee, a quick Google, and their services are free. They're volunteer services, and they're incredible with what they do. They're just amazing. And the stories can change. And the day that you decide to change, you have help out there. You throw out the net, and guess what? Everything appears. That scene in Indiana Jones, where there's the bad guys are coming after them, and they have this ledge, and it's this big drop off, and they're going, oh no, but we've got to get across. And they just had faith, and they threw sand across, and the road appeared. Well, that's what you do. You just got to throw the sand across. Shelly I love The Man from Snowy River. Yes. Well, you will like it. If you have Hulu, watch Australia. Brand new movie, and it's really good. Good morning. Good morning to Doris. How are you? Good morning, EB. Elizabeth, how are you? Good morning to Leslie and to Angie. All my peoples are here. When I lived in Nashville, I used to go years ago. Okay, very cool. I wish that you still lived here, Doris. Then you'd be part of our gang too. But you're our gang here every day on the internet, because that's where we are. There's hope and there is help. That is so true. And if it's the Purple Ribbon Month and the Purple Heart Month, so leave some purple hearts, and make sure that you notice if there's someone in your circle of love that needs your help. They may not ask for it. Just let them know you're there. And when the time is right, they may not even react positively to your saying that you're there for them. It's okay. When it's time, they'll know, and you'll be there. Well, our friends from Mid-South Exteriors have a way of updating your house. If you're looking at your gutters right now is gutter season, where your gutters are going to go on overload. And sometimes you see one hanging, one sagging, you see one that needs to be replaced. Well, don't just replace them with any old gutter. Call my friends at Mid-South Exteriors.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at MidSouthExteriors.com.
Well, let's head off to our Department of Corrections. The Tennessee Department of Corrections has got all sorts of new things. And there was a time when I didn't realize how much our Department of Corrections affected us. I've not been to jail. I am not someone who would frequent the jails. I don't have children who would be in the jails. But when you start realizing that everybody around you, we're all connected. We're all connected. And what happens in our Department of Corrections and how we treat people and how they come out very much affects us all. And our Department of Corrections is doing something very, very special right now on New Stuff Tuesday.
It's nothing like you see on TV. It's just not. This is our third facility that we visited, and it has completely debunked anything that we've learned. Very eye-opening, and it's very impressive. It is like a hospital with our own optometrist, their own pharmacy. The dialysis center was very impressive. 95% of the inmates are going to be back assimilated into our communities.
You hear all the stories and you hear people intake on how it is inside when truly they haven't even experienced any of it. But me coming personally to come and eyewitness how it is, it's totally different.
Their punishment is not being able to leave, but once they get in here, they're not punished, they're being rehabilitated, because they are going to have to come back and be our neighbors and be our friends, be our church members.
Don't believe what you hear in the streets, to go see for yourself.
At Chapels, we pride ourselves on offering a wide variety of the freshest fruits and vegetables, handpicked just for you. We have a wide selection of the freshest, highest quality meats that will leave your taste buds craving more. Our friendly staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. We believe in treating every customer like family, because at Chapels, your family is our family. We've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years. You can visit any of our Chapels locations in Dixon, White Bluff, McEwen, and Centerville.
That commercial makes me feel good. You know, those days, those Andy Griffith days when you go, I just really miss being able to go to the local grocery store where they knew who I was. And we have them. It's called Chapels. And if they're in your area, and if you're not in an area where there's a Chapels, I bet there's a locally sourced grocery very, very near you. And if you do, put it in the comments. Tell us where you like to shop for groceries nearby. And if there's a local place where we can know. We're going to head off to Murfreesboro right now, because New Stuff Tuesday is going to talk about the updates on greenways, blueways. I didn't know there was a blue way, and a bikeway. We're going to Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation held a public input meeting at City Hall to unveil their updated master plan for the city's greenways, blueways, and bikeways. The event drew a crowd eager to learn about the future of the city's outdoor recreation spaces.
This plan was done about 10 years ago, and because the city has changed so much and grown so much, we are updating it. And so right now, the public input meeting, we're just trying to get feedback from the community. We've got some proposed trails, some existing trails, having them look at the maps to be able to ask their questions and then give us input on where they want to see these things.
Murfreesboro's greenways, blueways, and bikeways play a vital role in the overall well-being of our community. This master plan represents a significant step towards creating more accessible, sustainable, and enjoyable spaces for residents.
It's separated into the different areas of the city, and then the map is blown up. And so we've got the existing trailheads for the greenway, and then the proposed trailheads and the trails. Blueways are, obviously using our river system, so a lot of people want to kayak. They want to know how to get access, where to put in, where to take out, and so that's what a blueway is. So it's got the blueway points on that. Currently, we only have 2 blueway points in Murfreesboro, so really wanting to expand that and look at, where that's going to fit best for the public. And then, of course, our bikeways. So getting transportation through all of those areas is important.
The comprehensive plan highlights key elements of the updated master plan, which include expanded greenway network, enhanced blueways, including improving access points and creating additional water-based recreational opportunities for kayakers and canoers, and bikeway expansion as more residents use our bike trails and roadways.
The public is really interested in trail system, obviously, so that's probably, I would think, the most important with the public that's here, is they want that connectivity with our trail system. And bikers are another, big group here that want to be able to bike from place to place. So they're all just looking for connectivity, and especially when you're competing for, the traffic out there, and you're looking for alternative ways and healthier ways to get out and experience nature.
After the presentation, attendees had an opportunity to ask questions and provide feedback on the proposed plan. The input from the community was overwhelmingly positive, with many expressing excitement about the potential for more accessible outdoor spaces.
One of the things we've enjoyed about Middle Tennessee, which is a beautiful area, is that Murfreesboro is just loaded with wonderful greenways. We live 2 miles away from the Thompson Lane trailhead, and we use it all the time, and it never seems to get boring. So it's a great way for us to get out and to interact with nature and the wild, and we're always refreshed, and we feel like it's something that the city shouldn't take for granted, because we don't.
Residents and community members who couldn't attend the meeting are encouraged to review the master plan on the City of Murfreesboro's website. The updated master plan marks a significant step toward making Murfreesboro an even more attractive and vibrant city with improved recreational spaces for all.
Well, a big thank you to the City of Murfreesboro for keeping us in the know and on the go when it comes to keeping a city vibrant and green. I tell you, there are a lot of cities who are really working on their greenways and what everything looks like. I know in the Lebanon Square, Mayor Rick Bell it lit the town with some brand new lighting down there that is it just makes the whole square look like a warm and inviting place. And places are revitalizing everywhere. If your area is revitalizing, be sure to let me know if there's a story that we need to cover, because we love telling those stories of Middle Tennessee. And Elizabeth left a comment that she wishes she had a local grocery store near her. Well, if you know of a local grocer in Murfreesboro, leave that in the comments. Hey, we're going to check out some new flooring options. And when we come back, we're going to take a look at what's new this week in Franklin.
At Fred's Flooring, we're your source for quality flooring options. Our extensive experience and knowledge in the industry means we have the expertise to get the job done right. From carpet to tile, hardwood to laminate, and luxury vinyl, we have everything you need to find the perfect floor for your home. As the Main Street Award Favorite Floor Store winner for 2023, we know what it takes to satisfy our customers. And with our convenient financing options, you can get your dream floors now and pay over time. Visit fredsfloors.com or call us today.
Hello, Franklin. It's Monday. I'm Eric Stuckey, your city administrator, so it must be time for the top 3 things you need to know this week. I have my handy-dandy Post-it with me, and we are out here in front of the wonderful pumpkin tree because it is time for Pumpkin Fest. This Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. will be the 38th annual Pumpkin Fest put on by our friends at the Heritage Foundation. Great partnership and a great community time. Last year, over 100,000 people came down for Pumpkin Fest. Bring the kids, bring the whole family down, get in your costumes, whatever you want to do, enjoy the fun that this great downtown festival brings. So that's happening this Saturday. Be a great time. Also this week, really important, before then, is Tuesday is Election Day in the city of Franklin. We have an election going on for our mayor and the 4 at-large alderman seats. So this is Election Day. We've had a really strong showing in turnout for early voting, and then it'll be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at any of the election sites. You don't have to go to a certain precinct site anymore. Just go to any of those locations and vote and have your voice heard. But really great to see such a strong turnout this year. So that's going on. Be part of that. And then finally, we have 2 more things. There is a fire safety workshop also going on this Saturday, the 28th. It is specifically targeted at deaf children or children with hearing challenges and their families. So this is a partnership between the Franklin Fire Department and Williamson County Fire and Rescue. So there'll be specialized deaf educators as well as firefighters on site there. You do need to register, so go to our website, franklintn.gov/fire, and look at the events tab there, and you can sign up for that. Great outreach by our team there. So that's that element. Want to get on your calendar though for the following Saturday, November 4th, we have our annual Family Day at Harlansdale Farm. It's a great event, but we have a special guest this year. It runs from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and at 2 p.m. the Lieutenant Dan Band will be on the stage performing as part of Family Day. This is Gary Sinise, who is an Oscar-winning actor and humanitarian who has moved his foundation in recent years to Franklin. He performs with the Lieutenant Dan Band, which of course was his iconic role in Forrest Gump. and they perform especially towards first responders and military to uplift and support them, and they'll be doing that at Family Day this year. So get on out for that. Great time for the whole family, and you can also see the Lieutenant Dan Band. So lots of stuff happening in Franklin, great things for the whole family, and you have a great week, and we'll see you soon.
I love the pumpkin tree, and Angie, who was just in town visiting us from North Carolina, visited the pumpkin tree. That's right. Angie's from the Outer Banks. I said, we all go to the Outer Banks for our vacation, and she came here for hers. Visited the pumpkin tree this past weekend. It was so cute. It is a wonderful little thing that they do in Franklin. And if you have not been to Cheekwood, Cheekwood is all about the pumpkins, and they're all about fall. So if you are in town and if you live here and you miss out on Cheekwood, you're just missing out on everything. Hey, we'll come back. We're going to Sumner County because we've got some updates from the Gallatin Fire Department, and we've got Pig Fest coming up in Hendersonville. Got the details coming up.
And he scores!
Hey everybody, this is Dylan Carmichael, and I want to invite you to join me with my friends, the Kentucky Headhunters, at this year's Hendersonville Pig Fest. We'll kick things off on Friday night with the Hendersonville Hometown Jam, and on Saturday, we'll have the main event, a barbecue competition with over 40 teams, kids activities, live pig races, vendor booths, and more. This is a Holiday Fest event to raise money for amazing local charities. Check out all the activities at pigfesttn.com.
In September, we put into service an initiative that's become popular across the country. It's called the Alternative Response Vehicle. Utilizing our existing on-duty personnel and an SUV response vehicle, we are testing this response model because when we develop best practices, our plans are to expand the program.
The response times you can maneuver, the maneuverability in this is so much greater. It's just, and it keeps that freed up. So if, say you're on a med call with that and a fire comes out and it's in your zone, somebody else is gonna have to try to come to you.
The costs are minimal compared with dispatching a fire engine to medical incidents, especially since this was a repurposed vehicle that we already owned. Total cost of this pilot project is just a little more than $500.
Are you interested in a federal law enforcement career that offers challenges and excitement? Then the United States Postal Inspection Service is the place for you. You may be eligible to become a postal inspector if you are a U.S. citizen between the ages of 21 and 37, currently hold a 4-year degree from an accredited college or university, have no felony or domestic violence convictions, are in good physical condition, are willing to relocate, and write and speak English clearly. If you are a preference-eligible veteran or a current 1811 law enforcement officer, certain exemptions may also apply. For more information, visit Postal Inspector's website at uspis.gov. The portal opens on Monday, October 23rd and closes Wednesday, November 1st.
New Stuff Tuesday always likes to look for new jobs. And if you are looking to fill jobs at your place of employment or at your company, your corporation, be sure to let us know, because we love to let the world know when you've got job openings. In the United States Postal Service Inspection Office is really, really important, because they're the ones, when we run their stories, they send me stories to run about scams that take place, whether it's on the phone, anything that deals with, that uses the Postal Service. And most of the phone scams say, go to the post office and send a check or money order. That's where it starts. But they give all of the investigation services, which I think is very cool. Well, we are also doing our look at Halloween. And Mr. Murfreesboro, John, always gives us all the scoop, and he takes us to an incredible haunted house.
So we've done a couple of these Halloween videos here lately, and they just seem to be getting better and better. And y'all, this one right over here is, this one's pretty good. This one's going to be tough to beat. 5119 General Eisenhower Drive in the Liberty Heights subdivision here in Murfreesboro. Halloween night, they're inviting everybody to come on out and trick or treat, of course. And it's also, they're calling it Skeletons for St. Jude. They are accepting donations for St. Jude's, all going to go to charity. And this one, like I said, y'all, this one's going to be tough to beat. They put a lot of time and effort into this one. There's a trail that goes around the house. I'm just going to shut up now. Let's get to the video. You're going to come want to see this one. I promise.
That scare me. That is in Murfreesboro. If you want to see all of the montage of the Murfreesboro scary places to go for Halloween, well, you go to murfreesboro.com on YouTube. Give him a like, give him a follow, because John, Mr. Murfreesboro, does everything so well. Hey, you know what? Just make sure you watch out for little goblins walking across the street. Be safe, be kind, and remember you are loved. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
We are home, we are family, we are things to do and places to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street. We are your Main Street today.